Well, hello again. Take two here of the live video. I just finished, I think it was like a 16 or 17 minute long video for you guys, and a couple of people were commenting that they couldn't hear me. So I was hoping that it was just them, and I went back to listen, and there was no sound on the video. So when you pop on, if you can just drop down the comments, let me know that you can hear me so I can keep going on. I will try to do this video again, take number 2, and then if this doesn't work, I'm just going to say forget it, and maybe we could talk about this another day. So, hi, I'm Tara. I am a registered nurse. I am a health coach. I'm a personal trainer, and I'm a nutritionist. You might have heard in all of that I am not a doctor, so I just want to let you know that the things that I am going to be suggesting for today are in no ways a prescription for you. This is just things that I do for myself and for my family to kind of boost our chances of staying well during this cold and flu season. So this is also not an exhaustive list. I'm not coming up with every single thing under the sun that would be good for your immune system. That would take a very long time. But I'm just hitting on a few key points today. 6 to be exact. So I see somebody join me. If you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up or give me a comment, because I just did an entire live video and there was no sound. So I just want to make sure that you can hear me. Okay, so also, this is good for you if you have decided to get the flu shot, if you've decided not to get the flu shot, if you would go with Tamiflu to help your symptoms, or if you would forego the Tamiflu. It doesn't really matter. I'm not talking about all of that stuff today. That's kind of a very controversial topic. I'm just going to be giving you certain things, certain facts about natural medicine that you can do for yourself and for your family that'll just kind of boost your chances of, number 1, not getting sick, and number 2, lessening the severity if you do end up getting sick. Okay, so one quick fact is the flu shot is usually between 10 and 30% effective each year, which is kind of disheartening, but it's basically a guessing game. The way that it works is they kind of have to guess months and months and months in advance which strains are going to be the ones that are going to be affecting people the next year. Make a vaccine against them, and then introduce them, usually late summer or so, before they even see if they were right about that or not. So it's kind of a difficult process, right? They're kind of trying to forecast a little bit into the future, but as such, it's usually about 10 to 30% effective and no more than that. Just for a reference point, typical placebo effect type treatments are about 20% effective. So you can see that the placebo effect is right around in range of what the flu shot is every year. So again, I'm not saying not to get the flu shot. I'm not saying to get the flu shot, but I'm just letting you know that even if you've protected yourself in other ways, like getting the flu shot, there are still reasons for you to increase your possibilities of staying well this year. If you are live and you are hearing me, please give me a thumbs up or drop a comment, because I don't know if you can hear me or not. Again, I was having tech issues with the last video, so please just let me know if you can hear me. Okay, so I'm Tara. I come to you live every Wednesday at 1:15. We talk about health. We talk about things like the flu. We talk about healthy eating, weight loss, and things like that. So if you are enjoying these topics, please keep showing up live, keep coming back to watch the replay, and make sure you share this information with your friends and family, because why not make everybody healthier, right? All right, so here we go. I'm going to run through the 6 steps rather quickly. I keep seeing people pop on and pop off. I'm guessing that I'm still having some sound issues, but just in case it is working, I just want to get through these tips. So it's really six steps to stay healthier this year against the flu. So number 1 is hand washing. Soap and water, no Purell. Soap and water, get in there, get the friction going, wash your hands. Disinfect your doorknobs, your cell phone, the things that you touch a lot. Focus on that. Purell, no good. That's a whole nother story for another day. But I would much, much, much rather use soap and water to wash your hands often, especially during this flu season. Step number 2 is to stay hydrated. This helps to flush out all of the toxins produced by the virus, helps your body get rid of all of the germs. And it also thins out your mucus, so that when you're coughing, it's a little bit easier to pull up the mucus from your lungs. It thins out those secretions. It supports all of your cells, and it replaces the lost fluids. So if you are coughing, running to the bathroom, throwing up, sweating from your fever breaking, whatever, you're going to need to replace all of those fluids anyway. So it's also good as a preventative measure to make sure you stay nice and hydrated. So tip number 3 is to get plenty of rest and sleep. So make sure you're sleeping a lot at night. You may be one of these people that run yourself ragged and then you think you have no time to get sick. And it's funny what happens, but if you do get sick, you realize that you just have to hey, Jen, can you do me a favor? If you can hear me, can you write in the comments that you can hear me? I was having some tech issues. So you may be one of these people that think you don't have time to get sick, and then you do get sick, and all of a sudden you realize that you cleared out your schedule, you can't make it up out of bed, and that's just because, that's nature's way of making sure that you do get your rest and your sleep. So before that point, make sure you're getting plenty of rest and sleep, because this is your chance to heal. This is your chance to repair and to fight the good fight. So this is when your body is most effective at fighting against those germs. So step number 4 is to reduce the sugar. So sugar decreases your immunity. Oh, Jen says she was trying to watch me on the computer and it wouldn't play, but it works fine on my phone. Okay, great. So I have no idea what's going on. Thanks for letting me know, Jen. I did a whole video. It was like 17 minutes long before. Some people were telling me they had problems, but I wasn't sure if it was just on their end. And when I went to play it back, it wasn't playing for me either. So I deleted that video, and this is take number 2. But I'm glad it's working. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, so sugar. So decreasing your sugar is really important to fight against the flu and prevent the flu. Don't shoot the messenger, but when you eat something that's sugary or something that turns into sugar quickly, like processed carbs, your immune system is down for at least 4 hours following eating the sugar. So think about the times that we normally eat most sugar, right? It's like at parties, at social gatherings, late at night when we're not sleeping anyway. So we're just really setting ourselves up for this vicious cycle. So let's say you're at a kid's birthday party and you have cake. And so you're around all of those germs. Now you've got the cake and all of that. It's no wonder why a couple days later, there's a good chance you'll be sick or your kids will be sick from that. So try to decrease the sugar as much as possible, and do realize that whenever you do eat the sugar for at least 4 hours after you consume that sugar, your immune system is going to be down. So tip number 5 is to take an Epsom salt bath. So you're going to put 1 cup of Epsom salt, you don't have to measure it out exactly, it could be a little more is fine, in some hot water in the bathtub. Hot enough that you notice it, but not too hot where it's scalding you, obviously, and kind of as hot as you can stand it. And you're going to soak in there for about 20 minutes. Be careful when you get out. You may be dizzy, you may be tired. It's a good time to go lay down afterwards. And what this does is it helps to flush out a lot of the toxins in your body, so it's helping you to get rid of those germs. And it's also giving you magnesium from the Epsom salt has magnesium in it. So this magnesium is something that we really need to replenish when we're under the weather and when we're trying to fight off illness. And it also helps us to sleep. So back to tip number 3, which was to get plenty of sleep, the magnesium is going to help with that. It also helps to reduce some nausea and muscle pain. So a lot of times when we're sick and we have the flu, we've got all those aches and pains and our muscles hurt and everything. So the magnesium is going to help with that too. So Epsom salt bath is step number 5. And then our last and final step is to include these in your diet or supplement with them. Okay, so these are step number 6 is 6 supplements that I really want to focus on today. So number 1 is elderberry syrup. So some people make gummies, syrup, whatever it is. You can make this at home. You can purchase some like on Amazon. I'm going to include a contact information for somebody in the comments when I'm done with the video. It's a local mom that makes her own elderberry syrup and gummies, and she sells it. I'm not sure how far she goes as far as, delivery or anything like that. I don't even know what it costs, but she's just somebody that I know, that I trust, and I know that Amazon is out of stock of a lot of elderberry syrup because everyone is buying it all up because of the flu season. So if that's the case for you, if your favorite brand is out of stock and you want somebody else to go through, I'll drop her name here in the comments after. And her name is Lauren, and Lauren can answer whatever questions you have. I have no affiliation with Lauren. There's no financial gain. I just have to say that. It's just somebody that I know. I suggest elderberry because it will help to boost your white blood cells, which are like our little fighter soldiers that help to fight the germs. So it boosts our white blood cells, and it also helps to stop the virus from replicating. So, it kind of helps to stop it in its track and allow your body to take it over and fight it off. So elderberry syrup is great as a preventative, and it's one of those things that's good to increase your dose if you are feeling something coming on, because that helps it even further. The next two I have together are vitamin D3 and K2. So these two are good to take together because they work together. Most importantly, I'm talking about vitamin D because it's the winter time, we're not getting sun, and our body is not able to produce the vitamin D like it would if we were getting sun. Hi, Joni. Joni, can you hear me now? So your body's not getting the vitamin D that you would if it was the summertime, and this vitamin, it's actually technically a hormone, is very, very, very important for our immune system, to the extent that you may even hear people talk about the fact that it's not actually flu season, it's vitamin D deficiency season. It's really that important. So many studies have been done on the fact that people get the flu most often when they're vitamin D deficient, and it lasts even longer if they're deficient in vitamin D. So make sure you're getting plenty of vitamin D. And as a reference point, because I'm not going to tell you how much to take, remember I'm not a doctor, but just as a reference point, if you go out in the summer and you have a day out in the sun, on average you may make about 20,000 IUs of vitamin D. So I'm not saying to take 20,000 IUs of vitamin D. It's one of those things that are stored in your fat, so it can absolutely be toxic because you don't just pee it out like you do with some other vitamins. So choose carefully, talk to your healthcare provider, but I am saying that sometimes we take tiny, tiny, tiny little doses that barely touch what we actually need. So just keep that in mind. You definitely need vitamin D in your diet. Okay, good, Joni. Thanks for letting me know. I don't know what happened last time, but I just scrapped that video, so we're on take 2 now. Okay, so vitamins A and C are very important to have in your diet or supplement because they are antivirals. Okay, so simple as that. The flu is a virus. You need these antivirals to help you fight it. So stuff that you can include in your diet, include it in a multivitamin, take them separately, whatever it is, vitamin A and vitamin C are important. And how about zinc? A lot of us grew up, hearing either from our parents or somewhere that zinc was really important when you are sick. And it's true. And what it does is it actually helps to heal your tissues that are damaged from whatever virus you had if you had the flu. So I always tend to think about the throat. So if you had like this scratchy throat, it's all red and raw, zinc helps to come in and help your body just rebuild all that tissue up. So we need it as we're kind of getting over the flu or a cold, and it's good to have it on board ahead of time too. So all of these things that I'm sharing with you today are good as preventative, and they're also good once you do feel something coming on. And then probiotics. So you might have caught my video last week where we talked all about the microbiome and probiotics, fermented foods, all that stuff. And the truth is your immune system is, a large part of your immune system is inside of your gut. So we can breathe in germs, but we also a lot of times swallow germs. So things get on our hands, we put them in our mouth. And so inside of your gut, your intestines, everything, your gut is basically everything from where the food goes in to where the food comes out and everything in between. So inside of there, you've got these good guys, these probiotics, and they help to fight off the bad guys. So you want a diverse population inside of there. You want to make sure you're taking different strains of probiotics, so make sure you switch up your brands often. This is not a time where loyalty is going to serve you. You want to switch up your brands so you're getting different brands. Even things like, let's say you buy and you drink kombucha very often, right, which is like a fermented tea beverage. Try different brands, because different brands will have different strains of probiotics in them. So don't just get the same kombucha over and over, switch it up, and this is going to help you to have that diverse population of good guys inside of your gut. So that does it for today. So the 6 steps, I'm just going to recap here, is hand washing with soap and water. Try to avoid the Purell. Staying hydrated, getting plenty of rest and sleep, decreasing your sugar. Remember, 4 hours after you eat sugar, your immune system is down. Taking Epsom salt baths, and these 6 supplements to focus on. So we've got elderberry, D3 and K2. They often come together. Vitamin A, vitamin C, zinc, and probiotics. So those are the 6. I'm going to not only post the link of Lauren, not the link, but the name of Lauren who makes the elderberry syrup. I'm also going to post a link for my private Facebook community of women that are just trying to make better choices for ourselves and for our families, healthier choices day by day. Because I have a feeling that this topic is going to be a topic that other people might want to share more about what they're doing for their families. There may be more questions, and some people just feel more comfortable inside the group. So I'm going to post the link. You're welcome to join as long as you're nice. We only let nice people in there. I'm kidding. I'm sure you're nice. And you can come on over and join the conversation. Of course, I share lots of other things like recipes and workouts and fun stuff like that. But I will drop that in the comments, and that's it. I hope you're enjoying this rainy day. I don't know. At least on Long Island, it's cold and it's rainy. So good sleeping weather, so catch up on that sleep. Have a great Wednesday, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.